Greetings, y'all. So today I'm gonna do a look inspired by my school. I was actually passing by there not too long ago, but I used to go to UCF and their colors are black and gold, so I wanted to do something, you know, to represent. To start everything off, I'm gonna use the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer to prime my face and just to get an even canvas all up in. Girl, I have this entire, where did this mirror come from? I don't know. To start everything off, I'm going to be using the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. I really like this primer. It goes on super smooth and it just gives you a really nice even canvas on your skin so that you can put on your makeup. Put a small amount. So I'm gonna get my hand up in here and just put like a pea-sized, hold up, why isn't it focusing? Okay, hold on, do that, bang, okay. Wait, get my face out of there. Like that. So a pea-sized amount, nothing super crazy. And you just go ahead and put it all over your face. Now that I have my primer on, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. I really like this one because it goes on super smooth, like literally flawless smooth. If you are using this specific foundation, just make sure that you shake it up before you put it on your sponge or your brush or wherever, because it's kind of like ketchup and it'll just come out super liquidy and like weird. So definitely give it a good old shake, you know, and then put it onto whatever tool you're using. And for today, I'm gonna be using my beauty blender. This beauty right here, she's beautiful. As always, I want a full coverage, half medium, you know, whatever. So I put this much on my brush. We're gonna avoid like eyelids and stuff. We're gonna just leave that blank. That way it doesn't have like a bunch of stuff it's mixing with. What I do is that I just like separate my face in half. Actually, no. This side, and then my forehead is last. So this is how I do it. One good thing to note too is to get it as close to your ears, maybe even put a little bit on your ears too, just so that you have an even finish, because sometimes people be looking crazy and looking orange and then their ears are white or pink or whatever, or brown, I don't know. Everyone's different, but just make sure to get it on your ears and definitely get it on your neck. Like, I can't stress this enough. This happened to me where I be looking crazy, looking like real nice and tan at the top, and yeah, and then my neck is like way, I don't know, look crazy. So definitely get some on your neck, don't be shy. You know, put it on your chest, put it on your arms, put it on your body, just put foundation everywhere, be one even skin tone. But just make sure that you get it. All right, so for the purpose of this makeup video tutorial, I'm gonna put my hair up because my hair is getting in the way and I'll be eating hair sometimes. We don't need that in our lives. But real quick, a tip for you curly girlies, or just in general, because these are awesome. These headbands, and maybe you can see it in the light, it's like silky. It's got like a silk material. They're so good for your hair, because you can literally yank it out and it's not gonna rip out any hairs. I mean, obviously, like, don't be like, rah, but you know, just, it's really good for your hair because it doesn't cause any breakage. Definitely less than like a normal ponytail, but you know, quick hair tip. All right, so now that you're looking real nice and real greasy, you gotta go ahead and grab a powder. I like to use Bobbi Brown's Retouching powder in the shade of yellow. I personally like to use powder just to set everything, make it all like even and matte and flawless. For the powder, I'm going to use this brush. It's a fluffy brush. I don't really, okay, hold up. Let me tell you right now. It's actually a bronzer brush, but I don't follow no rules. Actually, I don't even know what the rules are. So I'm just gonna use this and I'm gonna put it in a little pot like this. Bang, bang, bang. And basically just put it all over your face to set everything in place. Now that I have the powder on my face, everything looks matte. I look kind of like a ghost, but it's okay because we're gonna add dimension later. What I'm going to do is grab my Sephora Beauty Amplifier Prime. It's specifically for your eyelids. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a thing like this and a thing like that. Bang. What I like to do with this is that I just go with my finger and I just dab it onto the eyelid like so. And I try to just get it as evenly on there as I possibly can. For this, you're gonna need to let it dry so that it just like sets into your skin for a little bit. All right, so now that the primer is on my eyelids, I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit. But while it's drying, I'm going to use my Brow Benefit Eyebrow Pomade in the shade of 4. And I'm just gonna align my brows with this. Alright guys, so I'd like to apologize in advance because I literally just thought of this now and the foundation and everything is already set. But in order to get a precise look, I like to use Scotch tape. I'm gonna put it on my eyes to kind of just create a barrier between the rest of my face and this really intense pigment. I'm gonna get real close and personal to y'all so you can see what exactly I'm talking about. All right, you wanna get the line of the tape to follow like the general direction that your eye goes. So my eye goes like that way, it just creates like an even finish, and do the same for the second eye. So now that you're looking like a present with all this tape on your face, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Morphe 35M palette and I'm gonna use the black all the way at the bottom right. I'm going to grab a brush like this. See if it focuses, look at it real close. And this type of brush, it allows you to pack in a lot of color, so it's gonna be very important for this specific look. I'm gonna pack it onto my eye. So let me get real close and personal again. And I'm gonna follow like a curve. Y'all gonna see right now. Neutral tone would be really nice for this, just to make it blend in with my skin a little bit. So I'm gonna grab this light brown off of the 35M palette again, and I'm just gonna put it on this blending brush. This is the type of brush that I'm talking about. It's a round fluffy brush, and this is just really good to blend out color. So put on a little bit of that brown onto the brush and then just work your way in there. So now that it's a little bit more blended with the brown, I'm gonna grab my Suva Beauty Hydraliner in the shade of Gold Digger. We out here digging gold from this little pot. All right, ta-da, because I didn't realize that I was not filming for when I was putting on the eyeliner. But to reiterate what I had already said off camera, you're gonna go ahead and put the brush into the water and just soak the brush in there. And then you're gonna go into the pot and just get like a little area wet. And I want to say that the consistency is basically like that of paint, like when you get like a tube of paint and you squeeze it out, kind of just that consistency. Honestly, just be patient with yourself when it comes to doing eyeliner, because this stuff can get super tricky, super tedious. And it's better to go into like with small strokes versus like one long one that's like psh, crazy. Once you're happy with your wing and how extra it is, and you know, basically you can just cut anybody with it, that's pretty much it for this top side of the eyelid. I'm gonna do my other eye off camera just to kind of get it going, and I'll show you guys what the next step is gonna be. Okay guys, so while I was doing my other eye, I thought of something cooler to add a little bit more layers to this look. I thought of adding black eyeliner, and I'm gonna be using my Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade of Trooper Black. I'm gonna make the black touch the point of the gold right here, but it's just gonna align with it so that it just looks a lot cleaner and like super cool. I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera and I'll come back to y'all. I don't wink. So I added the black eyeliner and I made sure to just have the black connect with the gold at the tip right here and here. We're going to take off the tape finally. And without further ado, wow, you can literally see my skin underneath all that craziness. But the eyeliner looks bomb though. I honestly think this tape just ripped out my skin along with it because everything underneath there is like super freaking soft. Like it like ripped the hair out. I have serious fallout right now, which is all the pigment from the eyeshadow falling down here and just causing a whole fucking scene. So what I like to do, actually since it's black, I'm going to just get a wipey and I'm gonna just wipe a little bit off, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and put concealer and just cover everything up and pretend nothing happened. I just use a normal baby wipe, so that's what I have right here. And I'm just gonna go in like basically, oh god, it basically from my nose and just with one like sweep, like bang. And be real careful with that line right there because you wanna actually keep that as sharp as possible. It's like basically freaking surgery apparently, this whole makeup game. Now that I took everything off with a wipe, I'm gonna grab my concealer. I like to use Sephora's Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. What I do is that I grab the little brush and I make a triangle like this on my eye. Like we're about to join the circus. Right here, son, looking like a clown. And that's it. But not really, because next what we're gonna do is grab the beauty blender, and I like to use the pointy part as the part to just like dab everything. And I try to get as close to like the corner of my eye as I possibly can. Concealer on my forehead like this, and then on my chin, and then down here on the sides of my face. Now that you have your concealer all set on your face, I'm gonna grab a brush like this, kind of like a small blending brush. And with this, I'm gonna grab the brown from that same 35M palette, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it underneath my entire under eye. So now that I have this brown underneath my eyes, I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab the black and do the same thing, except I'm gonna be a little bit more precise, because basically the brown was a transition color, and honestly you could just apply it liberally, like just all over underneath your eye, like do whatever. But with the black, I'm just gonna put it like as close to like my eyelash line as I possibly can, and I'm gonna just keep it more towards like the outer corner to kind of just make my eyes look bigger. Finish off the eyeshadow for this entire look, I'm gonna grab this gold on the 35M palette again. It's gonna be a pop of color basically to the inside of my eye right here in the inner corner. I'm gonna use this brush. It's kind of pointed, but it's also a little bit like rounded, as you can see. Now Now that we have this pop of color on the inside of our eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some eyelashes to just finish off the look. I just put on my eyelashes and they're looking real cute, you know. Wow. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contour my face just to add a little bit of dimension. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and retouch my eyelashes a little bit. I like to grab a brush like this. It's kind of like angled. That way it's like, you can literally do this and that's it. And I like to grab my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I really like this because it gives you like a nice glow and also it just looks really pretty. This is how you do, girl. You get your brush and you put it where your ear is and you're gonna bring this line down all the way to the corner of your mouth. You can even do this to help like see where that line is. And as you can see, it's adding a bit of dimension. It's making my cheeks look more like, you know, versus like this side, which is like just one thing. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. So I'm gonna do the other side too. And the same idea, bring it all the way from the top of your ear to the corner of your mouth. Another trick to keep in mind is you don't really want to go past like where your actual eye starts. So you're gonna just bring it to like the middle of your cheek, because if you do it too harshly, you're literally gonna look like. So let's avoid that. I also like to add some bronzer to my forehead to just give it dimension and also to make it kind of smaller. So I just literally will go in like this and just basically brush where my hair meets my forehead. Last but not least, I like to add some bronzer to my neck, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it like this. And this is just to give the illusion that you have a super chiseled jawline, and also to just hide your 15 chins. The next thing that I do is add blush to my cheeks. So literally right here in this little area, right there. And I'm gonna grab a brush like this. It's a big fluffy looking brush, as you can see. And honestly, with blush, it's so easy for it to just come off. So I literally like mix and mix, and then I get it and I start packing it on, homie. I have my blush on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my highlighter, and I'm going to be using Mermaid's Heart Multicolor Highlighter by Makeup Revolution London. I really like this one because it has so many different colors in the little heart that it comes in. And for this specific look today, I'm going to be using the one in the middle. I'm gonna grab a brush like this. If something's too crazy, but I like that it's small. When I'm gonna put it on my face, I'm gonna focus basically on this part. Basically like where your cheekbone is most prominent, you're just gonna add it to just give it more of that oomph, you know what I'm saying? The trick that I learned recently is that you can put some highlighter on your brush and then you spray it. I use Urban Decay's De-Slick setting spray. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on my face like this. All right, so I'm gonna do it for the other side too. Wow. It's like in just one spot. Oh my God. Oh, ooh, it looks like a shooting star, guys. All right, that's really cool. I'm gonna try to like blend it out because it's literally just like one thing versus this one is like not as intense. You know what, just spray it a little bit more, hope for the best, you know what I'm saying? So the last thing that I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna grab some of that highlighter again. Just gonna fill your face up with highlighter, but I'm gonna put it right here on the top of my brow to kind of just like make it like super pretty and like shiny. Oh, woo! That looks great, guys. Honestly, sometimes cameras can't capture the beauty of like everything. Maybe it's just my camera, but that's okay. You can still very much see all this intensity. That rhymed, guys. I'm a rapper. Oh, don't forget, guys, since you have falsies, you gotta make the ones on the bottom look crazy too. So just go in there and just put on a good amount of mascara to the bottom lashes. Y'all got like a specific face that you guys put on when you're putting mascara? Because my go-to face is like, I honestly don't know why, like it just happens. And like you can't even like avoid doing it. Like I've tried to put it on without making a face, but I think it's just like a spell or something. So to finish everything off, I'm going to grab my Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in the shade of Stepping Out. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my Tarteist lip paint in the shade of Birthday Suit, and I'm gonna add it to the inside of my lip to kind of just make it look lighter and more dimensional. That's pretty much the entire look. I'm actually gonna put my hair down because the whole reason why I had put it up in the first place was just to get it out of the way. Oh, all right. We be looking like that now. Whoa. All right, guys, so this is the final look. I'm honestly pretty happy with how it came out because it came out pretty sleek, pretty sharp. And yeah, it's my first time doing something like this good. Okay. Woo! The eyeliner surprised me. Even up close, like I'm not even scared to show you guys like how it looks because it looks pretty good. This look is good for game day. Yo, if you guys go to UCF or if your school has black and gold, definitely sport this look and give us just a holla. Let me know if you guys ever do recreate this. That'd be cool, you know. That'd be real cool. But yeah, you know, for game day, just a normal day at the park, or if you want to go swimming, you can totally rock this look. Definitely like and comment below and let me know what you guys think about this. And for sure, subscribe so that you guys can see more of my videos that are coming up soon.